Hey everybody, welcome, come on in, say hello. So today I was going to do a mailbox topper, so I thought I would show you that, or a mailbox swag, whichever you want to call it. So I thought I would show that. So yesterday we used a teardrop swag frame. Trying to keep my phone on over here. So this is a teardrop frame, so as you can see it's wider at the top and tapers down at the bottom, so it goes in the teardrop shape. With the regular swag, this can be used as a table swag. This one's specifically made for a mailbox. So it's got a frame here, and it also comes with this little hook. I didn't take it off because I didn't want to lose it, but it comes with this little hook on the end of it so that you can hook it onto the other side once you bend this to put it on your mailbox. And this frame will bend real easily over your mailbox. So I don't want to bend it just yet because I want to work on it first. Then we'll bend it to see, to form it, and then I'll show you from there. So I just wanted to show the difference in the frame. If you look at it, let me scoop in here a little bit so you don't have to look at all my junk in the background. The regular swags go out at the ends and taper, and then it's the middle is kind of bare or has a little hole in it. You could put styrofoam in there if you wanted to put a piece on here to make like a centerpiece if you were putting it on a table, or on your mailbox if you were putting like a bunch of flowers and decorations on there. You could do that. So, but I just wanted to show you that. So I picked this one up at where did I get this? I got this at Carolina Pottery probably last year sometime. You can get these at, like I said, Carolina Pottery. You could get them at different stores. I don't know if Michael's and them would carry them. They might. If they don't, and you can't get a teardrop or a table swag, not a teardrop, you can take a garland. If you get a 6-foot garland, fold it in half, wire it together, zip tie it together with the metal frame. You can. That's what I used last year in the fall to make a mailbox topper out of that. And if you get a 9-foot one, cut 3 feet off of it, you can also use that 3-foot piece to do a door swag, so you could make one that matches. You could do a mailbox topper and then do a door swag out of that leftover 3 feet. Alright, so I have this Patriotic mesh, and I'm going to use this because our porch is decorated in Patriotic, and we have bows on the door and on the lantern. So I want to go with that theme, so I have all my ribbon over here. We're going to use this mesh here, which is cut at 24 inches. This came from JoAnn's, actually. This is cut at 24 inches, and we're just going to roll the ends up like this. Once or twice. It likes to stick to itself. Maybe. And then we're going to scrunch it. So it's called a messy ruffle. That's what we call it. I don't know if anybody else calls it anything else. But so it's got that little curl. It tucks in those edges so you don't have to worry about the fraying. And then it's just going to be a ruffle. And then we're going to add that in. We're going to use our ties on here. We're just going to grab 2 ties close together, and we're going to put that in. We also have some greenery that we're going to add. Yes, the mesh came from JoAnn's. We have some greenery we're going to add. We have some firecrackers. We've got all kinds of goodies over here that are in a box. So here's going to be our firecracker. This is going to sit in the center. This came from Michael's. Yeah, Michael's. So that'll sit right here in the center once we get all of our mesh on. Then we've got some greenery. We've got some picks and some flowers and that over here that we're going to use. We may not use all of it, because if you watch me, I pull out everything but the kitchen sink and then don't use half of it. So, but we've got some picks here. We have some Patriotic star picks. We've got some red, white, and blue flowers. We've got some rockets. So we're going to put a little bit of everything in it. Alright, so let me get this out of the way. We'll get this mesh in and get going. And then, like I said, I've got my ribbon over here. I always get these calls when I'm going live. Go away. Thank you. Alright. Probably spam calls anyway. So again, we're just going to take this, roll it in, and then scrunch. right in the center. And I'm going to go all over. I think we've got a total of 18 pieces. Now this mesh at JoAnn's only comes in 18 feet. So I did use 2 rolls. But they had it on sale, so 2 rolls was pretty much equal to 1 roll. But I happened to see it when I was there, and I liked the coloring. So I'm just ruffling it 2 or 3 times. I mean, why do I keep saying ruffling? Curling it. I think I didn't know how to talk or speak English today. And because these are smaller, now this frame itself is about 26 inches long. Usually you want to do about 3 feet. It might be a little long for some mailboxes, but we have one of those big wide mailboxes, so hopefully this is going to fit without a problem. If not, then what I'll do is I'll just take some wire and wire it so that each of the sides have wire on it, and it'll hold it on there from the wind blowing and that. Hey Jennifer, how are you? How's everyone doing today? What are you all working on? Everyone's still working on Patriotic? I'm so far behind because I haven't been doing any lives or anything. But hey, we've done 2 this week, so we're on a roll. Getting back into the groove. So what happens when you take 4 months off? I didn't take 4 months off from doing anything. I just took 4 months off of doing lives. So if you're not on my email list, there's a link up above in the description. You want to join that email list because I do put a little exclusive in there for you, for those who get the email if they're interested in it. Like I said, there is a link up above. Alright, we're putting these 2 up here. So see how full that looks now? I'll hold it up for you here in a second. So I do have a bunch of these kind of, well, similar frames like this one. They're not all actually mailbox ones, but they can be used for mailbox. This one is specifically made for a mailbox. Alright, right in here this one goes. Alright, so there we go with our mesh. Let's hold it up for you. And then we're going to put some greenery in. There we go. Look at that. Love this mesh. Like I said, it came from JoAnn's. Oh, kind of like a bare spot here. Maybe we need to move this one over there. Now it looks good. And if these are too long for you or they stick out like this, you can cut them down. It's not going to hurt anything to cut them down. So there is our swag base. So like I said, this is specifically made for a mailbox. I got this at Carolina Pottery, so I'll show you the frame back here. Let me zoom in for you to see it. So if you see, it's got like a round frame here. It's about 26 inches long, and then right attached here is the little bar, and you would that's already clipped to the one end, and when you bend it over the mailbox, you take this and go up underneath and clip it to this side. That holds it onto your mailbox. So if you can't get a frame like this, like I said in the beginning, you can get a regular garland, get a 9-foot garland or a 6-foot. If you get a 6-foot, just fold it in half, zip tie it together. It'll be long enough to go over even the big fat mailboxes. Or if you get a 9-foot one, cut 3 feet off of the end, do the 6 feet, fold it in half, zip tie it together. Use that 3-foot to make a matching door swag or put it on your light post or something like that. So you can do that. All right. Now, we've got all of our goodies over here. So here's our little bomb that's going to go in the center. That'll go right on the top of the mailbox. So we're going to put that in later. We're going to use Ficus. We used this yesterday. And again, this is the variegated Ficus. We're just going to cut off these 3 arms. And then we'll cut these down into smaller pieces. Now you can get these at Hobby Lobby. You can get them online. You can get them, if you have a wholesaler, you can get them from them. Where's my thing at? Right here. I have to keep my tags so I know what I spent. Oh, let me open this up a little bit. There. Make sure you can see the whole table. So see how long that one is? We can cut this down and make several pieces out of it. So we're going to do right here. We're going to do that one, and then that just leaves one little piece on the end. So we're going to cut that off. And then we're going to get rid of that piece. Hope I'm not missing any of your comments. Don't you love that? That came from Michael's. Last year I think I got it. Because I used one. I have a swag in my shop. It's got Uncle Sam, one of those Uncle Sam attachments on it. And I used the bomb on that one. There we go with that. We're just going to start sticking these in everywhere. We'll go from side to side. I think I'm going to have to cut this one down too. But yeah, I saw when the last time I went to Hobby Lobby and actually didn't buy anything. Can you believe that? Walked out with nothing. But they were starting to put out their fall. I know a lot of people have posted pictures of them doing that. So I have a glue skillet over here with just some Gorilla Glue sticks in it. And it's been heating up. I put new sticks in it last night after we got done. And I'm just lifting up my mesh and going right in there. Right in there. And I'm hitting that greenery so that it'll stick to that. So we're just going to put these all over in different spots, and we're going to fill in any open places. Hope I'm not missing any comments. I did Patriotic Planner Monster. You're going to move on? Yeah. We don't have an old-time pottery here, but I did look it up because we're going on our trip. They do have 2 near where we're going. So, if I can convince the hubby, I might be able to go. Ours closed down, so the closest one to us is like 2 hours away. Which isn't bad. It's just out by the beach, and we don't get out that way that often, so although we should. You would think we would, but it was like that when we lived in California. We grew up in California, not far from water and the beach, and we still never hardly ever went. Some of the popular beaches there I hadn't even been to until after I had moved away and gone back to visit. Santa Monica Pier, never been there until I moved away. Isn't that weird? There's a lot of places in California I've never been to till I moved away. I'm going to use this one. So yeah, I'll probably have to start changing seasons again soon. But for now. Alright, a couple more here, and we're going to move on from this. I'm going to put one right here. Alright, let's look and see if we have any holes. Yeah, right here we do. That works. One more piece. I think I might put it right here. There we go. All right. So there it is with our ficus. So this came from the wholesaler as well, but you can get this at Hobby Lobby. They have their eucalyptus sprays there. And these can also be cut down so that you can get multiple pieces out of them. So we're just going to cut each of these stems off. And then we're going to cut them down a little bit smaller. We don't need them as long as they are. So we're going to cut them, I think, in half. If I can get to it. So there's those two. All right. So we're just going to tuck these in as well. Right in there. Anywhere that you've got the greenery from your frame, just tuck it in that area there. Alright, so we got that side done. So we'll cut up a couple more pieces. Put these in there. Once we get these in, then we're going to move on to our Patriotic picks. So we're going to cut 1, 2, and 3. We'll cut these up. So if you're looking for any of the tools or supplies that tools that I'm using today, not supplies, I do have an Amazon storefront that you can purchase them from. Has links for you to find everything. Don't know what this is, but we're cutting it off. Looks like your machine didn't fully form a flower or greenery petal there. So you can click on the link. It's up there in my description. Like I said, all of my descriptions, or all of my links are up there in the description. Make sure to join my email list, because if anything ever happens to my Facebook page, the only way you're going to be able to find me is through my email or YouTube. And we all know how everybody's been getting hacked. So we don't want to lose any of our followers. So you want to join that email list. And you also get exclusive deals and offers in there as well. And if anybody's looking for supplies, I do carry some ribbon and signs in my shop at wreathdecorbydawn.com. So check that out. Alright, I think I'm going to cut one more piece, and then we're going to put our Patriotic picks in, because I see a couple of places that I want to add some more of this eucalyptus. There. So let's cut one more stem off. Actually, let's cut 2. Why not? This one's a shorter one, so I thought I'd go ahead and cut it off. My grandson, oldest grandson, you all know him as the president of our fan club. That's what we gave him that title when I first started doing lives. Is graduating in 2 weeks. And then he'll be heading off to college in the fall. going to be going to college in Charleston. So we're all looking forward to it, and also a little sad that, you know, he's already grown and it's that time for him to go off on his own and do his own thing, but he'll always be my little man, as we called him when he was a baby. That's going to be a tough day for his mom and I. But I'm very proud of him. He's done such great things already with school, and he's going into the military when he gets out of college. He wants to go to college first so he can go into the military as an officer. So hopefully that plan will stick, because, you know, sometimes they go to school and then change their plans. But he'll follow in his grandfather's footsteps and join the military. I don't know why I did that. I need that. But he's going to go in the Air Force. My husband was in the Army. Alright, so see how that nice color, have that nice light green color now against the ficus and that? I hope you can see that. Alright, so we've got some of these little curly cues here. I'll get this tag off. Some of this has already been used on other projects, so we're going to use up what we can. I don't know that I'll use everything, but we are going to use a lot of it. We've also got these little rockets. I think those are going to go on the other side of the bombs, or the bomb. I don't know that I'll use this one. We'll wait and see. But I have these star picks that have already been used that I want to use up. So a lot of these things are things that I used on other projects, and I want to finish using them up. There we go. Joining all these. There's our bomb that's going to go in the middle. This is a mailbox swag. So this is going to go in the center here. And then I'm going to put these little bombs on, or rockets on either side. And then we're going to put the other picks in. So I might put some small bows at the ends. But I don't know that we'll necessarily need it. There's a shiny thing in the trash over here, and the ceiling fan is reflecting off of it. So I keep thinking there's something in my trash can crawling around. It scared the crap out of me. Alright, so I'm going to use, let's see how this one looks. We're going to wrap it around here. Like that. There we go. Okay. Now, this is a plastic ball that is covered in glitter. I'm going to glue it in there, and then I will come back and we'll fix that. I'll just put a little bit of glue on there so it'll be easy for me to get it off. Or I'll just set it on there for now. One of the two. Alright, let's put all these other things in first. Let's do this one and this one. Oh, my stars fell off. There it is right there. I'll get the drill out and drill a hole in that. Alright, so we're going to dab a little glue on that one. We're going to put our star back on. I'm going to figure out where the little hole is. There it is. There we go. Yeah, we probably won't even be using half of all this stuff I pulled out. But, you know, your mind starts going a mile a minute when you're trying to decide what you're going to do. Come on. There. And you start pulling all this stuff out. Oh, I'll use this, this, and this. And then when you get your thing done, it's like, nah, I didn't need all that. Does anybody else do that? I do it all the time. I got dozens of things sitting behind me that need to be put back that I didn't use on something. Throw them all in a bucket. Makes it easier to carry the bucket around and put it all back where it goes. Those stars. Alright, so let's get these. So what I want to do is I want to take and cut them the size I need them, but I want to leave. See, that's going to fold over, so I might have to go closer to my bomb. Have it coming out like this. One there, one on the back, and one in the other side. Alright, so I'm going to cut a little bit off of here, but I want to leave enough, and I'm going to take and I'm going to curl it or bend it at the end so that it gives the glue a place to hold on to, more space, more coverage, and then it's going to hook into that greenery, and that's going to help it stay. Hope that makes sense. See that little hook there? And then we're going to add some glue to it, and then we're going to go in at an angle. Come on, there we go. Hold that up. I'm going to go in here at an angle and glue that right in there. Just like that. There we go. There's one. We'll do this one on the other side since it matches. And then that blue one we'll put in the back here. May not need the flowers either, but we'll see. This might work right here. If anything, I might put little one loop tail bows in here at the ends or on the sides. And this one's going to bend this way. And then we're going to go right down in here. Right there. Well, I don't want it laying down. I'll get my mesh back. There we go. What is going on with this? The wire, I think the wire is, there it goes. Alright, let's cut this one down. Alright. And this one's going to go right down in here. There we go. That one's not glued in because I need to, it's a hard plastic and I need to drill into it. Alright, now we're going to take these. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold them over. It just helps that glue adhere to it, and then it gets stuck inside that greenery and it's not going to come out. It'll wrap around it and it won't come out. So this will fold down on the side of your mailbox. Nothing's going underneath the mailbox except for that one bar that it comes with. But if you don't have that and you use a garland, you're just going to use either you can use a bungee cord, or you can use a outdoor wire. You can use bind wire. You can use, I wouldn't use bind wire because it has the paper on it. It's really thin, but you could use rustic wire. So I'm going to put one of these back in here. red one. See, you can pull these, stretch them out a little bit. All it is heavily glittered. It's wire coated in this plastic. It's almost like the bread ties, the thick bread ties that you get on your bread. That's what it reminds me of. And then it's coated in glitter. It's got a wire running through it. Let's do the white one down here. Do the white on the opposite side. My strings out of the way. If I missed any questions, I will go back after the live and answer. But I do thank y'all for hanging out with me today. There we go. That'll work. Glue string. Alright, where's the other star? I need the other, this one. Oh, that's not it. This one. Let's put the red one down here. And then we're going to go right here. That's the blue one. There it is. Put the blue one on the front. Alright, now we'll just take all these little stars, bend the tip or ends over, and then we're going to put these in there. And then if you wanted to put tails in, you could just add some little cheater bows or something to it. But I wasn't planning to put a lot of ribbon in this, so if anything I was just going to make little bows for the ends, but I may not even have to do that. That one there. Need the cutters first. So yeah, thank y'all for hanging out with me. I appreciate that. I hope y'all have a wonderful day and a great weekend and a happy Mother's Day to all the moms and grandmas. And if you're watching on the replay, be sure to let us know that you're catching us. We don't want another white star down there, so let's do another blue. Like I said, we will be traveling on Mother's Day, so that'll be fun. But I like a road trip, so. Blue there, and then I'm going to put a white one down here. You made a wreath while watching me? That's awesome. Multitasking. Whatever works, right? You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm usually always doing something when I'm watching other lives, which I don't get a chance to see a whole lot of lives anymore. This one here. Might add some more stars in after I look at it and see, you know, if there's more stars on one side than the other, which I'm not real worried about the back side. The front side's what everyone's going to see when they drive by, but I don't want to neglect the back either. Let's see, we're going to put this one, I think we're going to put it down here. And I do have this little blue curly Q. Oh, I need some stars down here. Let's do a red one. Nope. Guess we'll do a blue one. Can't make up my mind. Alright, well, I'm going to put this in, finish this up, and I will have pictures posted this weekend, hopefully, before we go. I'm hoping to get them done. If not, then I guess I'll be doing them when I get back. But I try not to have work waiting for me when I get home. There we go. Here. Alright, I'm not going to tip it because my bomb will fall off, but that's what we've got. Like I said, I'm not going to tip it. So I'm going to drill a hole in that and get that pick in there for that. So here it is. Let me zoom in a little more for you. There you go. And then, like I said, you can add some cheater bows if you want to add flowers. I might add some of the flowers to it. I don't know. I'm going to wait until I look at it and see. But I need to finish getting the rest of these stars in. And I got to fix this. This is going to irritate me if I don't get that fixed. All right, guys, have a great day. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me. Thank you. And I will get pictures of it posted. So have a happy Mother's Day this weekend. And do something fun. Enjoy. And I will see you all not next week, but the week after. Okay? Thank you. Bye.